भारतीय अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी संस्थान तिरुवनंतपुरम के 12वें दीक्षांत समारोह में आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है। इस भव्य समारोह का शुभारंभ हम राष्ट्रगान एवं ईश वंदना से करेंगे। Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to the 12th convocation of the Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram. To begin this august occasion, I invite IIST students Julsana Jalal, Lakshmi, and Aishwarya for the national anthem. And may I request you to please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
We next have the invocation, which will be presented by Julsana Jalal.
साधयति संस्कार भारते भारते नवजीवनं साधयति संस्कार भारते भारते नवजीवनं प्रणवरूपं प्रगतिशीलं प्रखर राष्ट्रविवर्धकं शिवं सत्यं सुन्दरम् अभिनवं संस्करणोद्यमम्।
Thank you. I now request Dr. S. Somanath, Secretary, Department of Space, to present a memento, a scaled model of the LVM-3 rocket, to the Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdeep Dhankhar.
A moment of proudful.
अब मैं IIST एवं VSSC के निदेशक डॉक्टर उन्नी कृष्णन नायर से आग्रह करूंगी कि वे भारत के माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति श्री जगदीप धनखड़ जी को IIST की ओर से एक स्नेहपूर्ण स्मृति चिन्ह श्री पद्मनाभ स्वामी की प्रतिमूर्ति प्रदान करें। I now request Dr. Narayanan, Director LPSC, to kindly present a memento as a token of our appreciation to Dr. Srimati Sudesh Dhankhar. Thank you. May I now request the Dean Academics, Professor Kuruvilla Joseph, to kindly take over the proceedings.
I request the Honorable Chancellor to declare the 12th Convocation of IISST open.
I declare the 12th Convocation of IISST open.
Thank you, sir. Director IISST will now deliver the welcome address, and present the report on IIST for the period since last convocation.
The Most Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, the Chief Guest of our 12th Convocation of IISST, Dr. Mrs. Sudesh Dhankhar, spouse of Honorable Vice President, Dr. B.N. Suresh, Chancellor IISST, Dr. S. Somnath, President Governing Body IISST and Secretary Department of Space, Dr. V. Narayanan, Director Liquid Propulsion System Centers, Center Directors, members of IISST Board of Management, Registrar IISST, distinguished guests, faculty members, officers, staff of IISST, invitees from the media, officials from central and state government, and Honorable Vice President's office, and most importantly, our graduating students, their proud parents and family members. It's a privilege for me to welcome you all to the most awaited event of the Institute, the Convocation 2024. We are indeed very much honored that Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, along with Dr. Sudesh Dhankhar, has found time and thought it fit to grace our convocation this year. Sir, we take pride in your significant contributions to the country as the Honorable Vice President of India, prior to that as Governor of West Bengal, and the stellar performances during your long legal career at the Rajasthan High Court and the Supreme Court. Your vision, commitment, and contributions towards uplifting the society have played a pivotal role in transforming the socio-economic landscape of the country. On behalf of Secretary DOIS and the entire IISST community, it is an honor to extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. We are extremely happy to extend our warm welcome to Dr. Srimati Sudesh Dhankhar for choosing to be with us today for this important ceremony. I have great pleasure to very warmly welcome Dr. S. Somnath, Secretary DOIS, Dr. B.N. Suresh, Chancellor IISST, Dr. V. Narayanan, Director LPSC, to this event. With pleasure, I welcome all directors of ISRO centers and other institutes, management council members of ISRO centers, other invitees, registrar, deans, head of the departments of IISST, invitees from the media, both print and visual, officials from central and state government, and from the office of the Honorable Vice President, and all the students and their family members to this program. On behalf of the entire IISST fraternity and all those who have gathered here, let me take this opportunity to congratulate all the degree recipients and their parents as they celebrate this joyous occasion of hard-earned achievements and the beginning of a new and promising future. It is with great privilege that I present before this august gathering a concise report of the achievements and progress of IISST since the last convocation. IISST is a deemed to be university established by the Department of Space, Government of India. Founded in 2007, it was established to create a talent pool of young scientists, engineers who could contribute to the nation at large and the Indian space program in particular. In the academic year 2023-24, IISST had the distinct honor of hosting esteemed dignitaries, including Dr. S. Jaishankar, Honorable Minister for External Affairs, who visited IISST as part of the Amritkal Vimarsh Vikasit Bharat 2047 initiative, and Sri Rajiv Chandrasekhar, former Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology, as part of the Semicon India Future Design Roadshow. These visits have helped the Institute to acquire a prominent position in the national and international academic arena. The strides IIST has made across all fronts in 2023-24 have been truly outstanding, and I wish to compliment the dedicated efforts of our faculty members, staff, and students. In accordance with the National Education Policy, we are in the process of revamping our curriculum, complemented by the introduction of a variety of multidisciplinary courses. In the NIRF national ranking in engineering category, IIST is at the 48th position, making it one of the best institutions in the country. In this convocation, 290 graduates will receive their degrees, which include 120 BTech, 22 dual degree, 119 MTech, and 29 PhD degrees across all the 7 departments of IIST. It is a matter of immense pride to inform this August gathering that a total of 1,316 graduates from the institute are now serving as scientists, engineers in different ISRO DOS centers and units. They are making significant contributions to the Indian space program, including the Chandrayaan-3, Aditya L1, and Gaganyaan missions, showcasing their unparalleled expertise and dedication. Few of our alumni are working in government civil service, while many are employed in prominent industries, and some of them have launched their own startups, and many are pursuing higher education across the globe. Over a short span of 16 years, IIST has evolved as a center of multidisciplinary learning and research with emphasis on space science, technology, and applications. IIST has made significant technology demonstration in space-related technology developments. 5 of the payloads developed by the IIST students and faculty with support from ISRO have successfully flown in PSLV missions. The Small Spacecraft Systems and Payload Center of IIST is getting ready with the next payload, GRACE, and is also indigenously developing many other micro-nano satellites like InspireSat, LISat, HAHAN, and XNA. We are very happy to inform that the ground station built by IIST students and faculty for communicating with satellite is being used by space startups for tracking their satellites. In IIST, the students and faculty get many opportunities to work on real-life problems related to space science and technology. IIST is developing the integrated diagnostic module payload for the upcoming electric propulsion satellite, which will be launched by PSLV this year. The other notable contributions include a MEMS-based cardio sensor called a seismocardiogram, which has 1,000 times more resolution compared to an ECG. Space biology payload and real-time gas sensors for crew module for the Gaganyaan flight, and extending support to VSSC for droplet characterization tests for the upcoming scramjet propulsion technology demonstrator flight, developing an atomic layer deposition system, combustion instability, and engine modeling, microgravity experiments, and many more. Hybrid rocket experiments combining merits of solid fuel with liquid propellants are being pursued actively in IIST to impart hands-on training to students in developing low-cost, reusable launch vehicle technologies. Advanced Space Research Group is a novel concept where IIST engages with ISRO centers to develop new technologies for the future programs of ISRO. Altogether, 32 research projects focusing on fundamental R&D activities of ISRO have been undertaken by IIST under this initiative. Currently, the faculty members are actively engaged in 38 externally funded research projects, out of which 18 were approved during the reporting period. They were mainly funded by DRDO, DST, SERB, and Max Planck Institute of Radio Astronomy, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and so on. A total of 10.8 crores have been approved for these new projects. IIST has been striving to build a strong research tradition. The testimony to that is the impressive statistics in terms of various research indicators, including active collaboration with more than 25 national and international universities, institutes, and R&D organizations. As part of our commitment to extend research beyond our campus, ISRO DOS centers units are identified as constituent units to effectively integrate the basic research activities at these centers with academic research activities at IIST. IIST has submitted the revised Memorandum of Agreement to UGC to this effect. In alignment with the new space policy and the opening up of the space sector for private entrepreneurship, IIST has given thrust to incubate more startups through the Space Technology Innovation and Incubation Center. Currently, 10 startups ranging from deep technology hardware firms to geospatial data analytics and science podcasts have been incubated, with 5 joining during the reporting period. Quantum technology and nanomaterials are emerging areas of research which are being given significant emphasis at IIST. The Institute has established dedicated laboratories for quantum optical technologies and procured advanced equipment like the field emission scanning electron microscope to undertake pioneering work in these fields. The Institute is nestled at the foothills of the Western Ghats, offering a view of Agastya Mountain, one of the highest peaks in the range. To preserve the ecosystem, we have established a biodiversity park named Agastya in the campus this year. A host of other facilities to enhance student activities were also inaugurated during the reporting period. Housed in more than 100 acres of lush green campus, IIST takes pride in our efficient practices, adhering to green protocol in the field of waste management, rainwater harvesting, energy, and biodiversity conservation. IIST has been certified with A+ grade by Haritha Kerala Mission, Government of Kerala, as a green institution for imparting the culture of environmental conservation to society. I am delighted to report that IIST has been selected as one among 100 institutions in the country for the prestigious 5G Use Case Labs program of the Government of India. Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji has awarded 5G Use Case Laboratory through online mode to IIST. Many of our faculty members, research scholars, and students were elected as fellows, members of several professional, national, and international bodies, and have been received accolades for their outstanding achievements. So there are many other activities for which the report has been already submitted. Before I conclude, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Sri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, the Honorable Vice President of India, and Dr. Srimati Sudesh Dhankhar for gracing this occasion with their esteemed presence. Your presence has elevated our event to a new and unprecedented height. As I conclude, I am filled with a proud sense of optimism for the future. This year has marked incredible advances in India's space endeavors, achievements that stand as a testament to our nation's prowess. I am sure that our youth's boundless curiosity, innovative spirit, and unwavering commitment will elevate this prowess even further and will be a driving force to attain the vision of Atmanirbhar Vikasit Bharat. With this, I bring my remarks to a conclusion. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. May I now request the Honorable Chancellor, IIST, to address the gathering.
A very good morning to all of you. Chief guest of the program, most respected Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, Dr. Sudesh Dhankhar ji, President IIST Governing Board and Chairman ISRO Somnath, Director Liquid Propulsion System Center and Guest of Honor Dr. V. Narayanan, Director VSSC and IIST Dr. S. Unnikrishnan Nair, Registrar IIST, Dean Academics Professor Kurvilla Joseph, distinguished invitees, Directors of ISRO Centers, Deans, faculty members, IIST staff, most importantly, my dear young degree recipients, prize winners, their proud parents, ladies and gentlemen. I feel very elated to be amongst you on this august occasion to preside over the convocation of this great institute, which has a very special place in my heart. The day we started this institute way back in September 2007 is still etched green in my memory. After 17 years, I can look back with great pride and full satisfaction. Thus, this institute has grown in size and stature, as already highlighted by Director IIST, and also has prepared more than 1,400 quality scientists, engineers at ISRO, where they have been playing a pivotal role in shouldering crucial responsibilities in many of the prestigious ISRO programs like Chandrayaan-3, Aditya, Gaganyaan, and many, many more. In the area of research too, I am very happy to report to you that more than 250 research scholars are in this campus, and also the research required in many of the ISRO programs, particularly advanced technologies, are being pursued at IIST with great vigor under the umbrella of Advanced Space Research Group, thus functioning as the extended research wing of ISRO, which was envisaged when we started the institute way back 17 years. Our alumni too have made indelible marks in all domains of science, technology, startups, management and leadership roles, both nationally and in some cases internationally too. I feel very proud and happy to get associated with this preeminent institution in some form or other for the last 17 years, that is from the day one till date. Certainly, the stars of today's convocation are the graduating students. At the very outset, let me convey my warm greetings and hearty congratulations to each and every recipient of the degree, and my special word of appreciation to all award winners. The dreams of parents have come true today on this happy occasion. Therefore, my congratulations also belong to all proud parents, and some of them are there with us today, who have played a stellar role in the success of their children in this premier institution. It's also time to record our wholehearted appreciation to all faculty members, management, and staff of IIST who have taken great strides in molding our youngsters from all over India in engineering education, in their thoughts, in their values, and also in setting directions to their careers ahead. The degree certificate that all of you receiving today is the very first step, remember, and no doubt it provides you the needed license to start your career. I, along with many others, senior members, could be prouder, and I'm sure that you'll be receiving your degree and honors, which is a testimony to your sheer hard work during the first few years in this campus. In my opinion, convocation is also an occasion to gaze both past and future. While it's a day for you to look back with sense of satisfaction and the recalling your experiences, your trials and tribulations, and sometimes some of the pranks that you have played, you can rejoice. While you do all that, it's also a day to look forward to the exciting days ahead with hopes and expectations in the days and years to come. Truly, in my opinion, this is a very right transition period and a moment where transformation in your career and life takes place. Let us take a quick look and peep into your future. I'm certain that you are all looking forward either to start a career of your liking or undertake higher studies or anything else that you are keen to pursue. For all those who are keen to choose a new career, I have a word of caution. During your degree here, you would have got fascinated with a particular subject or would have developed a deep affinity with one area or other. And it's only natural for many of you to aspire to resume the same task which you like most once you start your career. But I want to tell you, it does not happen often, as the tasks that you encounter in your new career are dictated by the organizational demands and goals. Sometimes the task assigned could be even beyond what you have learned all these years. Therefore, I want to really caution each one of you, continuous learning should be one of the prerequisites. I think you should do that. I think Swami Vivekananda, one of the great sons of India, has eloquently articulated that experience is the greatest teacher, and the learning should continue till our last breath. Gaining knowledge should be our prime aim as we move on in our lives. The essence of education so far, I want to tell you, it has taught all of you to equip yourselves to learn newer and complex things to meet the demands associated with any new assignment. Many of us, our senior members who are in the front rows or on the stage here, I am sure that they have faced similar situation when they started the career. This is only to remind you how things get evolved. But their deep desire to learn new things demanded by the new tasks have helped them to excel in their career graphs. I think that's very important. IIST too has trained all of you with specific focus on, apart from many other things, learning newer things quickly, on developing an ability for a quicker grasp, or on getting engaged to a new task seamlessly. These tries, what you have learned and mastered here, will come to your rescue to face the challenges in future and achieve success. Whatever comes in your way, take it with great satisfaction and interest. I am sure that you will succeed. As all of you are entering into a new domain of nation building, you have a dominant role in shaping the future of the country or even globe. You are starting your career at a time when competitions are intense, opportunities are plenty, and challenges are indeed daunting. If you examine the growth of technology for the last few decades, no doubt we have seen leaps and leaps from steam engine to electricity to the internet to artificial intelligence, so on and so forth. I'm sure that this exponential growth has impacted the humanity and also the way we live our lives. Coming years will witness much more rapid growth in many transformative technologies, and all of you are expected to influence the substantially lives of the billions of people across the country, for better or worse, depending on how you decide to put them to use. So, on this august occasion, when you are charting your own future, it's only proper to remind you the words of wisdom Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former People's President of India, and also our first Chancellor. It was his advice that one should not only have high aspirations, but the aspirations have to be coupled with the hard work. So only the right combination of hard work and aspiration enables one to achieve our set goals. My young friends, the very fact that all of you are together here exemplifies the spirit of this august occasion. While it's a day to recall your collective experiences and memories at IIST, do not forget to stay in touch with your alma mater while you go to work, learn, and excel. We from IIST would like to extend a warm invitation to each one of you to remain engaged with this institute and taking a keen interest in enhancing the future of this institute. Finally, I conclude by conveying my very best wishes once again to each one of you, and earnestly hope and desire that you will have a very bright and colorful career either at ISRO or elsewhere in India, so that you become instrumental in transforming this country into a developed nation very soon. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite the President Governing Body, IIST, Secretary, Department of Space, for his address.
Good morning, all of you. Honorable Vice President of India, Dr. Jagdeep Dhankhar ji, Dr. Srimati Sudesh Dhankhar ji, Chancellor of IIST, Director, Registrar, Deans, faculty members, our invited guests, including the Director of the Rajiv Gandhi Institute, Sri Chandra Bose, Director from IISST, Sri Murthy, former Director of IIST, Sri Das Gupta, former faculty members, students, their family members, my greetings to you all on the occasion of this 12th Convocation of Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology. For an institute like this, which is very young, this is the 12th Convocation, accomplishments speak volumes about its growth and the journey. I would like to thank, at this time, our Honorable Vice President and Srimati Sudesh Dhankhar ji for accepting our invitation and to grace this convocation. Thank you so much, sir. In fact, we have been inviting luminaries to come over to this institute and speak about it. I think that is happening now. Though it is at the far end of this country, I think it is making headlines today. I think that is something very proud moment for all of us. And equally proud for us that there are 1,000 plus of alumni of IIST are contributing to the space program in this country. And the percentage of IISTians in ISRO is almost 15%. Never a single institution had this many number of people in an organization. That implies that you are making a mark in the decisions, the designs, the journey that ISRO is going to make in the future. And many of you from that is going to rise to the leadership positions in the future and going to decide the journey that India is going to make in the space arena in the future and the great vision that has been already announced by our Honorable Prime Minister when we move towards the Amrit Kal in 2047. I'm very sure that some of those are graduating today, and also those who are graduated and working in ISRO are going to be the decision makers, the prime movers of those fate that is waiting for all of us in the space arena. And thank you for that journey and the contribution that IIST has made. The accomplishment IIST has already been highlighted by the director, which I don't want to enter into. I only want to highlight that the changes, the vision that are required for the institute are really in front of us. Some of them have already been highlighted by our director. How to connect more with the industry, the space ecosystem that is emerging today in this country is something very, very, very important. We have taken steps towards that, to connect with that, and to make each one of you, those who are graduating here, to be connected to the space ecosystem, to be directed towards not just employers of these firms, but also creating employment and ideas in this sector. The journey that the IIST is making in transforming the vision of IIST into the new space sector reform is something phenomenal, and I look forward to more accomplishment in that area, especially creation of startups, new innovative ideas that has to come out of it, and also the possibility of many of you to join the new ecosystem in the industry, startups area as well. Today, you know that the entire admission procedure of IIST has been reformed in such a manner that the students who are graduating from IIST are not compelled to join ISRO. Though ISRO's job is still something very sought after, but we have given this opportunity for students to seek higher studies and also entrepreneurship as an important element in their career goals. And I'm very happy that this has been accepted and that has been made into a standard process now. Let me not prolong. I only want to tell you that today that all of you are graduating and great days ahead for each one of you. I feel that you need to contribute back to the institute. An institution is built only by the alumni over a long period of time. Though this being a younger institute, I think that that's not evidenced at this moment, the contribution of the alumni, because they are still young and in the middle management levels. But in soon, few years later, you are going to adorn great positions. And it is very important that you contribute in creating the name and fame, and also in various kinds of support that you need to deliver to them. Keep that in mind and connect with the institution at the moment that you graduate. I am also thankful to the faculty for putting their best efforts to produce one of the best talents in the country that who are joining in IIST and to make them prepare for the future. Thank you so much for all the faculty members for their contribution. Once again, all the very best wishes you. Let this convocation not just be a function that we conduct here, but also an affirmation of our faith in the system, and also for you to be contributing to the journey that we are going to make in the space sector. The long days are not far away that we will one day land one of you on the moon. I think for that, prepare yourself for the journey. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request the Honorable Chief Guest to award degrees to the following students. Shah Nigar Chirag Bhai, Bachelor of Technology in Aerospace Engineering. Nitin M., Bachelor of Technology in Electronics and Communication Engineering, Avionics. Vishwas Patel, Bachelor of Technology in Engineering Physics and Master of Science in Astronomy and Astrophysics under dual degree program. Krishna E., Bachelor of Technology in Engineering Physics and Master of Science in Solid State Physics under dual degree program. Regin KV, Master of Technology in Thermal and Propulsion. Manoj Kumar M, Master of Technology in Control Systems. Anandesh Kumar Y, Master of Technology in Material Science and Technology. Master of Sukhvinder Singh, Master of Technology in Geoinformatics. Aritra Roy, Master of Technology in Machine Learning and Computing. Patil Guruprasad Sakhachi, Master of Technology in Quantum Technology. Award. Thank you, sir. May I now request the Honorable Chief Guest to present the Institute Medals of Excellence. Sir, as Dean Academics, permit me to present the Institute Medals of Excellence. Institute Gold Medal for the Best Academic Performer in UG program goes to Mr. Manvendra Sharma of BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering, Avionics. Institute Gold Medal for the Best Academic Performer in PG program goes to Manas Vasishta of MTech in Aerodynamics and Flight Mechanics. Cash Award and Excellence Certificate for the Best Academic Score in BTech Aerospace Engineering goes to Mr. Y. Rahul Kumar. Cash Award and Excellence Certificate for the All-Rounder of the UG programs goes to Mr. Siddharth Sanjeev Kanve of BTech Aerospace Engineering. Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Jagdeep Dhankhar to present the Cash Award and Excellence Certificate for the All-Rounder Female of the UG program to Ritika, sponsored by IISST Alumni Association. Thank you, sir. May I now take the privilege of requesting the Honorable Chief Guest to deliver the convocation address.
मैं पानी लाने वाला था पर पहले रखा हुआ है। Well, I don't have to say I'm extremely pleased. You can feel it from my body language. Right from the time I stepped into the premises in the sound company of my wife, Dr. Jagdeep Dhankhar, I know it's a memorable moment to be ever cherished. I am grateful to all of you for that. President, Governing Body IISST, Sri S. Somnath, never make a mistake with the name, sir. And Somnath is also known. We have a great temple also. Secretary, Department of Science, Dr. B.N. Suresh, Chancellor IISST, Padam Bhushan, enormously talented. I wish I could agree with him on one aspect. Your institute is in his heart, in my heart, Dr. Jagdeep Dhankhar. Because that I had already declared in Parliament, and we believe in sanctity of anything said in the largest parliament of the planet. Dr. Unikrishnan Nair, sir, you read an address, remarkable. I noticed every word of it, very touching, great accomplishments. Time constraint deprived the director to reflect on three things which are in his address. I would advert to them. The Institute's alumni have brought honor to their alma mater through their achievements and contributions in diverse fields, and our engagement with them are steadily growing. I congratulate the alumni. By alumni of other prestigious institutions. I had for long believed an idea that we must have confederation of alumni associations. And if there is confederation of alumni associations of prestigious institutions like yours, like IITs, like IIMs, like JNU, and many more, trust me, it will be a global think tank, and it can do wonders in our policy making. A beginning has to be made somewhere, no place better than this. The second on which the director wanted to reflect, I quote, it is the people who serve as true building blocks to an institution. They are what make an institution what it is, unquote. He wanted to say this. I say on his behalf. A fact we must concede, writing on the wall. Infrastructure is vital, but not the spirit. not the essence. And therefore, it is the human resource, the strength of the faculty, that determines the spinal strength of an institution. You are blessed. Dear students, you are blessed to have such a remarkably capable faculty. Lastly, your director wanted to read, I quote, "As I conclude, I am filled with a profound sense of optimism for the future. This year was marked incredible advances in India's space endeavors, achievements that stand as a testament to our nation's progress. I am sure that our youth's boundless curiosity, innovative spirit, and unwavering commitment will elevate this progress even further and will be driving force to attain the vision of Viksit Bharat." Unquote. These three things, amongst many, what the director reflected are achievements, not promises, except the last one. And the optimism of the director, I have no doubt, will fructify, because youth are the most vital stakeholders, and they are before me. Honorable President, Chancellor, distinguished faculty members, dear students, their family members, their friends, the staff, and every part of human resource associated with this institution, my greetings, my salutations. It is unusual pleasure for me. I have imparted convocation addresses and not imparted also on occasions. As Governor, State of West Bengal, I was Chancellor for about 36 universities and visitor to 11 universities. Somehow or the other could not deliver a convocation address. But as Vice President I have done. But this one is unique. This occasion is very different because the institute is different, its mandate is different, its vision is different, and its vision is relatable to the ground realities of our growth structure. I am therefore grateful to the management of IISST for affording me this valuable opportunity to interact with young minds who will shape the destiny of this nation. Why I say this institute is with a difference? For many, things related to space and science are abstract. They are unable to know the dimensions of it. But what is enigmatic and abstract for others, it is in your heart and mind. You make it ground reality and you ensure it adds to the better lives of 1 billion people in our country and more. This institute can take pride being Asia's first space university. And I have no doubt over decades it will be the most prestigious global space university the way it is going. It has been designed with a very comprehensive and far-sighted vision. It provides an integrated educational experience spanning undergraduate, postgraduate, doctoral, and postdoctoral programs in a very different, distinguished category of knowledge and learning. Friends, I am firmly committed because I have experienced education is the most impactful transformational mechanism. It fosters equality. It antidotes inequities. It's a mechanism of positive change. It enables youth to embrace challenges available and opportunities that fortunately are aplenty in our times. For the awardee students, this day marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. You must have tasted the wrath of your teachers, they being very strong on occasions. But every such wrath imparted to you will be nectar for you, and that realization you will have every moment of your life once you step outside. As rightly indicated by the Chancellor, don't have an idea. It is end of learning. Learning never stops. Lifelong you have to continue to learn. If you stop learning, your downsliding will be speeded. Even to be in status quo mode, you will have to learn. And to be in upsurge mood, you have to learn more. So learning is part of our life. It never stops. The Institute is indeed privileged to be shaped by minds that are globally recognized. Each of the minds that contributed to the beginning and growth of this institute have made a mark for growth of the nation. What a distinction this institute has. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, former President of India, was the first Chancellor of IISST. This institution has been privileged to receive outstanding support from numerous distinguished personalities like former President, as I said, and Professor U.R. Rao. And now, Padam Bhushan, Dr. B.N. Suresh, and ISRO Chairman Somnath. The institution has everything to inspire young minds, motivate impressionable young minds. Because the tone has been set, and the tone was set so firmly, foundationally so strong, I would say impregnably, that it is on incremental trajectory ever since then. The only institute of its kind that offers a B.Tech degree in space technology and subjects exclusive to the arena of space, science, and technology. My young friends, all this is amply reflected in our scientific upsurge that is globally acclaimed. It gives, and it has given, cutting edge to our soft diplomacy. India's rise in foreign affairs. This is a factor, and those on the dais know about it. India, friends, has traversed significantly in last decade. And during this decade, there were global challenges, pandemic, economic diving. But Bharat has been a shining star, and there is global recognition, a place, a favorite place for opportunity and destination on a global platform. Recognitions have come from bodies like International Monetary Fund, World Bank, and the like. This creates for you an ecosystem, soothing ecosystem, where you can fully exploit your talent and you can realize your aspirations and dreams. Opportunities are many. I was greatly touched when the Chancellor said, you may not be getting the kind of reception you think. You may have to change your course. But I appeal to you, look around the kind of vistas of opportunities you have. Break the silos. because undoubtedly at a global level, India is a country of hope and possibility, and the world recognizes it. My young friends, you are the largest stakeholders in governance. When we talk of Viksit Bharat, we talk of your involvement. In 2047, many of us may not be here, but you will be in the driver's seat. You will be in pilot seat. You will be in the spacecraft. You will be controlling who shall be in those positions. Your role is very significant. Therefore, always keep in mind, you have to bring about the change. A change which is good for the nation. A change of which you dreamt. I invite your attention to Heraclitus. He was a pre-Socrates era philosopher. It was he who said, the only constant in life is the change. And he brought it about in his court very rationally. What he said, I quote, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it is not the same river, land, and he is not the same man," unquote. So every moment things are changing. But that change should not sweep you off your feet. You have to be in command of that change. And the only way to be in command of the change is to take command of the technology, to be in innovative mode, to think out of the box. This institute in particular symbolizes India's growing progress in space, and you are bound to be part of the exalted journey. Your projects in combustion analysis, climate studies, artificial intelligence applications, satellite imagery, and battery technology exemplify India's innovation progress to us and to the world. I urge you to keep pushing boundaries and inspiring future generations to achieve new milestones in science and technology. Let us aspire for times that we compete with ourselves. We don't compete with others. When I say India must compete with itself and not with others, because we have to be best on the planet. And this is not asking for moon. We enjoyed this status thousands of years ago to the recognition of the entire world. And India alone has the potential, the knowledge and wisdom repository to bring about such a climaxing that will be soothing not only for the nation but for the entire world, because this country believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Friends, offering a unique blend of academics and applied research, IIST has a curriculum designed in collaboration with ISRO. This partnership ensures cutting-edge knowledge of space research and development with practical skills for 21st century space industry. And this industry has a very significant fiscal dimension. ये दोस्ती IIST और इसरो में क्या गुल खिलाएगी, आप देखते रह जाएंगे। इसका असर भारत पर ही नहीं, भारत के बाहर भी पड़ेगा, और दुनिया इस दोस्ती का कमाल देख रही है। I'll come to that in a moment. India's journey in space exploration has been defined by its ambitious missions, groundbreaking discoveries, and steadfast commitment to scientific advancement. In the field of space, our research accomplishments have earned global accolades. Let me reflect only for 1 year. The last year, the year 2023, all 7 launches of ISRO, including Chandrayaan 3 and Aditya L1, were successful. 100% success. A total of 5 Indian satellites, 46 foreign satellites, and 8 rocket bodies, including POIM-2, were placed in their intended orbits. All this just in 1 year. And this has happened because ISRO only, and the Bharat can be truly proud of it, being the world's first country to successfully launch and land Chandrayaan 3 on the south pole of moon. No other country has done it. We are the first one. चांद पर इसरो ने शिव शक्ति पॉइंट और तिरंगा ईच कर दिया. The moment will ever be etched in history and deeply embedded in our proud, pleasant thoughts. One of the noteworthy accomplishments, India's successful launch of the Mars orbiter mission, Mangalyaan, making it the first Asian nation to reach Martian orbit and the first in the world to do so in its maiden attempt. We have to be proud of it. My heart fails when sometimes knowledgeable people for partisan purposes run down our growth, which is being clapped and applauded by everyone on the planet. I appeal to those people. Play your politics. Have your partisan specs. Look through the prism in a partisan manner, but not when it comes to the interest of Bharat, when it comes to the growth history of this country, when it comes to the reputation of this country. Friends, India has made significant strides in the realm of space science and technology, and it has carved a very special niche in the global arena. I had the occasion to visit ISRO facilities, interact with the chairman. Trust me, I was inspired, motivated, and enthused, energized. What is being done by our people is amazing. They are so passionate in mission mode. For whom? For 1.4 billion people. My salutations to them. And look at their accomplishments, be it India's first solar mission, first Aditya L1, or upcoming ambitious human spaceflight mission, Gaganyaan. When a memento was presented to me, it was Gaganyaan. Each milestone has propelled India onto the global stage of space exploration. And let me inform you, you know it more than I do, but I need to, because the country needs to know. Chandrayaan missions, all of them, including Chandrayaan 3, have significantly contributed to lunar exploration, unveiling new facets of the moon's surface. These achievements underscore India's technical prowess and determination to explore the uncharted territories of space. Our space missions and achievements in the domain indeed, and mark my words, they define our identity as a technology-creating nation, striving to lead one of the most powerful and influential space programs in the 21st century world. These are not my words. They are ISRO chairman's words. I concur with him 100%. Our identity as a nation in the world of science is being defined by these accomplishments. The success of missions led by ISRO has contributed to India's diplomatic soft power and enhanced the quality of life of millions. Friends, my young friends, as you embark on your professional journeys, remember that the space industry is undergoing a thrilling metamorphosis. New paradigms like reusable launch vehicles are taking flight. Vast networks of satellites are blanketing the globe, and human space flight is redefining the landscape. This vista, like space, is never ending. You can exploit your potential and talent to realize what was beyond contemplation of people of my age. You can bring it on the ground as a reality. The coming decades will witness an unprecedented surge in space and space exploration. India, with its robust space program and a growing pool of skilled professionals, is well positioned to be a key player in this exciting journey. I was interacting with the ISRO chairman. What is the financial pie part which we have at the moment? I'm happy to report it is growing. It is growing enough, but to have our due, we have to navigate faster, and we must have that financial part of the cake also because of our scientific development and prowess. Friends, have it from me. This century belongs to Bharat. There is no doubt about it. And why? Because Bharat is on the rise as never before. The rise is unstoppable. The rise is incremental. And the rise will be driven by you once you step out and get into the marathon march that is going to climax in 2047. You will be important stakeholders, driving force of that march that will fructify in nothing but success. Personally, for me, I think Bharat will be Viksit Bharat ahead of 2047. I have no doubt about it. I have been informed, and this is critical for industry, for green technology, for climate change, that lithium-ion battery technology developed by ISRO can be useful in the development of electrical vehicles ecosystem in the country, and the government of India has taken initiatives with respect to certain minerals to put them in the private sector. And while we are engaged with lithium, a next generation situation is also coming with sodium. So I have no doubt you will be abreast of such developments at a global level. Dear friends, our position and geopolitical strength will be determined no longer by conventional strength, non-conventional. ISRO is a part of it. Disruptive technologies are part of it. How we unleash their prowess, how we are ahead of the nations, they will define. So your role is going to be very, very critical in times to come. My young friends, we have lived through an era where the mood was grim, economic situation was painful, Foreign exchange was dwindling. Gold had to be placed in physical form to Swiss banks. Friends, I'm talking of the time when I was a member of Parliament in 1989. I was a union minister. That was the economy. The size of Indian economy, hold on to your seats. You may never imagine it. Hold on to the seats. Was smaller than the city of London and Paris. That is the size of Indian economy. Our foreign exchange was between $1 billion and $2 billion. And now we are around $660 billion foreign exchange. Where have we come? You have traversed a journey from fragile 5 to be big 5 global economies on way to becoming the third largest global economy. We must not hesitate. This is on account of visionary leadership. A leadership that firmly gave policy to this country. When you have a political journey of that kind and a nation of 1.4 billion, there are bound to be air pockets. But such air pockets can never be deterrents. I have no doubt the governance of this country during the next 5 years will put our country in a trajectory where we'll have to look behind who are behind us. And in this entire exercise, you are very important players. Friends, nothing can happen much unless we focus on research and development. There was a time when we used to wait for technology. अच्छा ट्रांजिस्टर आएगा तो ले लेंगे, अच्छा कंप्यूटर बाहर से आएगा, अच्छा मोबाइल बाहर से आएगा. कभी नहीं सोचा कि देश में ऐसा क्यों नहीं हो रहा है. Just imagine, with respect to mobile phones, what has happened? Where are we? Just imagine, there is hardly technological gap now between Bharat and the most developed nation, thanks to our scientific community. But I urge from this platform the corporate sector of the country to be extremely benign, cognizant, to extend fullest support to research and development. And what they should realize, that this research and development will ultimately go to their benefit. They will gain the most, because when it has to be put into circulation for larger public welfare, they are the only catalyst, the energy which can put it on ground. So I appeal, they need to do that. Friends, disruptive technologies for other places, this may be a nomenclature, but not for you people. You know what it is. Artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, machine learning, blockchain. You know what is 6G. You know 5G. The Honorable Prime Minister in 2023, as was indicated by the ISRO chairman, had spoken of a program. 6G commercialization is taking place from 2025 to 2030. What a great occasion it is. So these are things of which you must be fully aware. Quantum computing mission. We are amongst few countries in the world in single digit where allocation has been made for 6,000 crores. You need more than anyone else quantum computing. If we talk of climate change and green world, our green hydrogen mission with a commitment of 18,000 crores, and it has a potential to generate 6 lakh jobs, investment of 8 lakh crores. We have enough. One problem which I see is our young minds, when it comes to opportunities, are working in silos. They think their opportunity lies only in respect of certain competitive examination results. Not any longer. They need to be informed that the best is outside these silos. You need to be fully cognizant, aware of the best. Avail those opportunities. They are challenging, but the gains will be geometric. I am sure you will all take note of it. We are on a mission to regain our past glory, and that will be done, I have no doubt, only by people like you. I remember my student days. A scholarship gave me the opportunity to be in Sainik School. Let me tell you, I love to come to those states, Kerala being one of them, where my teachers live. My favorite teacher, she mentored me, she handheld me, is from Kerala, Kurnool, Miss Ratnavali Nair. Every time I come to this place, I take it as no less than pilgrimage to pay a tribute. I have visited her house, me and my wife both. We are in touch with her. I have requested a very distinguished member of Parliament, P.T. Usha ji, to see that my teacher visits where I live in Delhi, the new Parliament building, so that we can feel blessed there. And my message to you all, Dr. Kalam is being respected all over. Why? People see in him teacher. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan is not remembered as a philosopher, as vice president, as president of India. He is remembered on 5th September as a teacher, Teacher's Day. Always have your teacher in mind, your parents in mind. They make you, they have made you, and never disappoint them. Dr. Kalam's words resonate deeply with the ethos of IISST. I quote, "Dream, dream, dream. Dreams transform into thoughts, and thoughts result in action," unquote. With this, I will couple another great quote of Swami Vivekananda ji, a man who impressed the entire global fraternity when at Chicago he said, "Brothers and sisters, his brief address is etched in history, reflecting India's knowledge, wisdom, and brotherhood." What he said, I quote, "Arise, awake, and stop not till goal is reached." If two are coupled, this space flight will land at any destination in the space. That will be a glorious moment. Friends, this is an institution where dreams take wings as thoughts leading into ground-breaking actions. So think out of the box. Never have tension, never have stress. Never fear failure. Failure is just a further step to success. If you need any proof, Chandrayaan 2 was not failure. Chandrayaan 2 was a stepping stone to success of Chandrayaan 3. The day Chandrayaan 2 was to land on moon, I was Governor State of West Bengal. It was to land after midnight. Somnathji, after midnight. Me and my wife both had gone to the Science City. We were in the company of 500 young boys and girls. Their governor of West Bengal, was there with his wife. We all were watching. Chandrayaan 2 came quite close. But the landing was not soft. And there was a pin drop silence. Came a message from the Prime Minister. We have largely succeeded. Largely succeeded. And the success fructified with Chandrayaan 3. Therefore, never fear failure. For fear of failure, if you allow your mind to be a parking place for a great idea, you are doing injustice not only to yourself, but to humanity. Never stop trying. Friends, before concluding, I must share my one concern, which I faced this morning. I hope it had not taken place. When informed minds knowingly lead you astray, we need to be on guard. We have informed minds on the dais, Dr. Jagdeep Dhankhar excluded. And we have informed minds in the faculty. If you say something different which you don't believe in, everyone will believe you, because you are having elevated position. So this morning when I read a paper, an informed mind who had been finance minister of this country, a parliamentarian for long, and a member of Rajya Sabha currently, he stunned me, because I took great pride that this parliament has done a great thing. It had unshackled us from colonial legacy by giving 3 laws that are of epochal dimension. From Dand Vidhan, we have come to Nyay Vidhan. Every member of parliament had opportunity to contribute on the floor of the house. This honorable gentleman, a distinguished member of parliament with great background as finance minister. And what he says, I quote, new laws were drafted by part-timers, unquote. Are we part-timers in parliament? Inexcusable insult to the wisdom of parliament. Heavy heart I am sharing with you. The gentleman did not use his lung power. He gave total rest to his vocal cords while debate was going on. Not only he, his distinguished colleagues from my legal fraternity, senior advocates, did not come forward to help the nation. They had an opportunity to make his point in the parliament. It was failure on his part to perform his constitutional duty and obligation. And how can we countenance such a man speaking in high decibel, trying to seek resolution of the people, only to unsettle a mechanism? I am shocked beyond words, and therefore please beware of the minds who deliberately as a strategy, by way of a narrative, try to run down our nation, demean our institutions, taint our progress, don't see the writing on the wall. They engage in criticism for the sake of criticism. I do not have words strong enough to condemn such kind of narrative being set afloat. A member of parliament being labeled as a part-timer. Ultimately, it is the parliament that is the last source of law formulation. Every section of the society is represented there. The entire country finds a place when it comes to expression. Failure of duty on your part, an act of omission, commission, dereliction of duty, which can never be explained. You must hold yourself accountable. I'm addressing the author of this, that it was made by part-timers, to your conscience. I appeal to him from this platform. please withdraw these derogatory, defamatory, and highly insulting observations to members of Parliament. I hope he does it. Friends, I am confident that each one of you will play a pivotal role in shaping Viksit Bharat at 2047 or before. Together with absolute confidence and determination, we strive towards this shared vision. I extend my heartfelt wishes to all of you for a successful and fulfilling career ahead. Once again, I express deep sense of gratitude for affording me this opportunity to share my thoughts with young impressionable minds who will be taking India's spacecraft to greater heights. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Honour Dole to rise for the national anthem.